Hi, I'm Rick and I'm one of the Property Wealth System trainers and mentors. It's March 2022 and we're here to catch up on our latest commercial to residential conversion that we're doing. I think last time we were here it was with Sarah back in October.
So we bought this for $178,000 and that includes the 3 different buildings. So one is a detached building.
Yep.
That will be a 3-bed. And then we have another 3-bed here and then a 2-bed here. So these are the semi-detached. And when they are renovated, they'll be worth about 160 each.
Okay, and what's it going to cost to do the work?
We are estimating around 190 to 205 to get these done.
About 180 to buy it?
Yep, and so 380.
Yeah, with a done-up value around 480,
Yeah,
I guess.
480, and you never know with this market, we might be able to push it to 500.
Okay, so nice 100k profit.
Yeah.
Timeline?
We think that this, well, from the builders' quotes, this will probably take about 5 months.
We're now 7 weeks into a 22-week build programme, and historically we're not sure, it's previously been a paint shop, it's been a Chinese laundry, I think at some point in its previous life it was a dairy. So this is very much a commercial property that we're giving a complete new lease of life. So what we're doing here is converting what was a paint shop and storage area into 3 new dwellings. So we're going to be using the dwellings for 2 buy-to-let properties, and we're also going to be running one of them as a serviced accommodation unit. We're here in the northwest, we're up in Southport. The reason we picked Southport was an area to invest. We already have other properties here. We've also got a hotel in the area, so it very much links in with our existing business and what we've got going on here. Let's bring you up to date with what we've been up to over the last 7 weeks. So being an industrial unit previously, so one of the big challenges for us very early on was to get all the utilities sorted. So although we had 3 distinct properties, we didn't have any gas, and so we had to look to a lot of investigation work to find out, sort of what was here previously. We had no water connection, so we've got 1 feed of water. So we've had the utilities guys out there doing a survey today to talk about the new services, and we've got 2 defunct electricity meters that are now no longer working, and just 1 electric feed. So again, this building was very much used as storage, and certainly getting the utilities is a key milestone, getting that done really early, because you've got to work with the different utility companies. The other things that we've been up to is this has been very much the demolition stage, so there was a lot of asbestos in terms of sheds out the back that needed clearing. We've been doing all the windows, we had to put in new lintels, we've had to put in some new steels, we've had to do crack and stitch where we've had some movement in the walls. So actually it looks, it looks like a little bit of a sorry state at the moment, but we're actually at a very good stage in the build. We've just prepared the floor downstairs, so we're getting a concrete slab put down there, fully insulated. That will be going on in the next 4 days, and already we've started studying out the first property, which is the detached one, which we're going to be doing for serviced accommodation. Looking at some of the challenges that we've had with this project, so one of the issues that we had to work out quite early on was what to do with the floor. Although it looked like there was a good concrete solid base, when we actually started digging through we realised that actually at the back of the property it was actually an ex-dairy, so the thermal insulation qualities certainly wasn't correct, so we've had to dig that, a lot of the big flagstones out that had been buried underneath a layer of concrete. So the demolition phase took a little bit longer than expected. One of the other things that we had to contend with, there was a little bit more asbestos than we'd expected. There was actually a paint spray shop at the back there, and hadn't realised that underneath sort of a timber constructed walls there was actually quite a lot of asbestos, so that did take a little bit longer. That came out of our contingency. So something to really remember when you're doing a project of this size is, always have that contingency, for some of the unexpected things that come along your way. We also had to contend with a series of, I don't know if you call them hurricanes, but they had 3 storms, one after another, so really windy. So our roof certainly got tested, but it has delayed the roofers in terms of coming to do some of the work there. So we are probably a week behind, but our project manager is very confident that we're going to catch up with that slippage. And again, these are just some of the things that happen when you're on a project. You can't account for the weather, and we'll make that time back. So we're getting ready now, and it's at that stage where we have to start making a lot of decisions quickly. So around the kitchen layout, getting ready for first fix, the plumbing, the electric. So there's going to be lots happening. It's going to be a lot of labour on site. It's a great project to be working on because we've got 3 different properties. So it's great that we can have different trades working at different stages. So we can look to sequence the trades and get them working in tandem. So we've got about 14-15 weeks on this build. There's going to be lots happening over the next few weeks. We're going to really see the project push on very quickly. So I look forward to bringing you up to speed and showing you, what's been happening, and as we get to the finish line in 14-15 weeks, showing you the finished product.
Hi guys.
We're a collective of independent property investors who are active in today's market.
I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about flipping property, including how I'm making over £20,000 from this project here.
And we're showing others the tricks of the trade and how you can create financial independence for yourself through property investment.
Because if it works once, it can work 20 times.
So this is where you lean on your mentors through these projects. This is obviously something we can help with, a property wealth system, and we love to get involved in these types of projects. So feel free to get involved.